Okay. Continue. Give it some gas. Handbrake off. Alright. Yeah, it's these rocks that keep stopping me in place. Like, if it wasn't for the rocks, I'd probably be moving right now. Now, div lock is always on, so going to low range I'm not sure really helps too much. There we go. And then we're just... that rock is just... yeah, there we go. Not really a whole lot I can do to avoid the rocks either. I don't have that much control going uphill like this. And they're everywhere, so it's not really like there's a right path. And the only trees in the area just want to pull me over, rather than help me. Alright, give me a second. Let's attach that one. Yep. Just trying to pull me over. Alright. We can do it. And I do have a longer winch cable on this guy, so if I can get close enough. Yeah, see, what's happening right now is now the trailer is chocked by the rocks, so I am fine. Trailer is not. Let's just get a little bit more traction with low range. Now we need the power. Now we have the traction. There we go. We're in range now. And we're past the worst of the slope. That will probably be something we can handle. And the rocks are done as well. So we just have to worry about that one dip in the road. I'm assuming the trailer's still stuck on rocks, though. There we go. Once the ground starts to level, we'll be okay. I'm just going to start pulling with the winch. I just need to get moving here. Alright. I see where the dip is. I just don't know how much I can do to stop us from falling in it. I'll try. Alright. That should have cleared it. Alright, cool. Can't say we're done, but okay. I think we got through. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass, but that's kind of the thing with this game. I really do enjoy it, but there are times where you really got to put work in to get something done. And sometimes it's just things that you don't foresee. You make a slight mistake, take the wrong road, any number of things can cause problems, but also just the path itself, you have no choice, it's just going to be difficult. Or the objective you have to do is going to be difficult. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and hand off this trailer to the Fleet Star. That's probably good enough. I'm gonna pull in here. I'll get the truck refueled, and we'll use it again as a rescue truck. If something happens and we have to refuel the Fleet Star or something, oh, we can do that. Okay, so burn off engine, change truck, refuel. We will refuel the Civic P16 here as well as the Fleet Star. I will sell the trailer, getting our money back. So we're full with fuel, and if worse comes to worse, we can always have the P16 buy another trailer and get us all hooked up. Burst into our thing. Trailer. I think I'm just going to advance time. To 6 in the morning. It's going to make it easier for me to back into the trailer, actually being able to see what I'm doing. I'm not too worried about the road, especially as I'd be going forward. Turn off our headlights. Ah, shit. Sometimes I go to hit the brakes. Why are you rolling down the hill? And when I'm in the mode I am, the brake button at a certain point reverses you. And so I hit the brakes trying to slow down, but I'm already in reverse, so I actually speed up. Just a kind of silly thing. Alright. This is going to be a real nuisance. There we go. And we don't need all-wheel drive, so we're saving ourselves some fuel with that. At least not at this point. The path is pretty obvious at this point. You just follow this bendy path until you're through. It's going to take us a while because it really snakes around, but we won't have to do any crazy shortcuts. This truck should be able to handle this path really easily. Alright, let's go off-road, all-wheel drive. Alright. Okay. There's lots of rocks I'm going to have to dodge on the path. Probably not going to be able to dodge them all, but I'll try. Might take some suspension damage here and there. I just don't want to go over a big rock and have trailer bounce on me and have something crazy happen, so I'm going to do my best to avoid it. Oh! Alright, now we're going downhill, so we should be able to pick up some speed. Although we're going right back uphill in a second. Alright. Bouncy, bouncy. Oh. I think the fuel will hold out. At least it should. But the closer I get in this direction, the closer I am to my garage, so it'll be really easy for me to get a truck to bring fuel or something. If it is required. I don't think it will be. Okay, all-wheel drive off. If we're diligent about turning all-wheel drive off when we don't need it as well, we'll be fine. Just take it easy on this part. Okay. This truck did quite well, considering how much weight we have to bear. It just didn't do that uphill bit that we need. But the P16 struggled too, and that thing has got a lot of power. So, yeah. I remember having a hell of a time with that path that other time. I didn't have to carry as heavy of a load that other time, but it was still a nightmare. I don't remember which truck I sent to do that job. It might have been this truck with less upgrades, but I can't remember. It was a while ago. think I was able to do it without rescue, but I had to do a lot of drop the trailer, winch it up, drop the trailer, winch it up kind of thing. Alright, let's dodge the trees. Oh, a little too fast on that turn. That could have been bad. Alright, I have no idea how far along we are, but it doesn't matter. Just keep going. Well, and the thing about this path that's annoying too is it's your way from this map to Drummond Island, and the fact that you have to do this to get there, it's almost like it's designed to burn through your fuel. All right. Okay, we're gonna take this spot a little slower. Real bumpy terrain, and definitely don't want to tip here. Come on. Slow and easy. Alright. I think that's the last difficult spot on this voyage. I think we're fairly close at this point. Alright. Don't need all-wheel drive anymore. I think I'm just going to drop off the oil barrels when I get there, because I think we get to the location we're supposed to drop them off beforehand, and I don't think there's a point at that stage keeping the oil barrels on just for the sake of delivering them all at once. So, turns out we really didn't need as big of a trailer as I brought. But I wasn't really sure what order I was going to do things in, so I figured it was better to have the option to do it all at once if that's how we were going to do it. That's your turn off to get to the quarry on the right. Okay, we have to go to the warehouse, I believe, which should be on the left. Past the bridge. I don't think we really need all-wheel drive here, but I'm gonna just do it just for the sake of it. I think it's this turning. Yeah. M&M Warehouse. Okay. This last one seems like it'll be easier, but it is on the beach, and we don't really know what to predict there. It could be similar to what we've had earlier, where we just sink into the mud real quick. But this is a lot easier for my trucks to get to, so if I do need to rescue this truck, it won't be nearly as long, which is why I did this one last. Because it's the easiest one to do. Just gonna go straight at it. Now, there are no trees around, so we get stuck, we're screwed, but it's pretty rocky terrain here, so we shouldn't sink. This might be close enough. Maybe I'm overestimating how the reach of my crane. Oh, don't turn off your engine. That's okay. We'll just start it here. Activate anchor. Okay. Let's see if we can reach it from here. Maybe not, but if not, we'll just pull forward. Yeah, I was a little over-optimistic with that. I figured I was being over-optimistic, but... it's rocky terrain, so we should be okay. It will bump us around, but we won't sink into it. This is probably okay here. Okay, anchor. Okay. Grab it. Go ahead and start pulling it up. Okay. See, if the rest of this quest was this easy, we would have had this done a long time ago. But of course, can't have it any other way. Yeah, I can't really see what I'm doing, but that's okay. There's probably an alternate camera I can use. Yeah, there we go. That's better. I think we switched to the trailer's camera. That'd probably be easier if I just winched this in further, but that will work. Switch that. Pack cargo, restore crane. I'll do it. Okay, we just need to get back into the warehouse. Oh, we don't have all-wheel drive on. These rocks will cause us some issues, but as long as we don't flip over, we'll be fine. We could just go straight in and plow through the fence, but I'll follow the road, whatever. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Yay, we did it! The other parts of this mission were very difficult, but this part, fairly easy. Yay! And it paid us crap. For how long it took to do? That is a terrible reward. But I'll take it. Okay. So what do we do now? Well, there's this harbor delivery. There's only 2 more quests to go. I have a feeling we're not going to get this done before I'm going to have to wrap up here because this quest took so long to do. So we have to get drilling equipment to where? No, not harbor delivery. Oh, harbor delivery is before out with the old? Okay. So we have to get drilling equipment to Drummond Island. Question is, where does the drilling equipment come from? So that's where we have to find out. So I'm going to go ahead and activate that quest. We are tracking it. So let's see if we can find out. I don't think there's any place here where we'll get it. So let me switch over to... I'm assuming Drummond Island does not have... That's where you drop it. Where would the drilling equipment be? Island Lake? Yeah, okay, Island Lake. So we have trucks in the area that can do this job. What trucks do we have in the area? So we have the Caterpillar, which is there. We sold the trailer, but there's another trailer we can pick up and do this job. I'm going to assume that the drilling equipment... Is that the same thing we just did? In theory, we have this truck that's closer to picking up the drilling equipment, but... it might have a harder time getting to the location, so... yeah, let's jump into the cat. Okay. So we have to go get the trailer, or I could just buy one, but there's one literally right nearby, so I don't have a problem going and getting that. It has stuff on it, but we'll just remove the cargo. It's not a big deal. Okay. Get our all-wheel drive on. This truck will handle this very well. Did I forget to do repairs on this truck? I think I meant to do it and then I just didn't. That's alright. So we'll grab this trailer, which should be big enough to get it done. Might be a pain in the ass to reverse into it because of that big cement block in front of us, but I think we get more leeway on the angle of attack here. Oh, apparently I never discovered this trailer. Yeah, it's got some metal and cement on it, but... yeah, no, not a winch. Trailer. Okay. Move cargo, boop, boop, boop. Don't need that. Alright. How do we want to do this? It's going to be a pain in the ass no matter how we do this. No matter which way I go, I'm going to have to reverse at some point. I think we go down this path and we grab it from here, then we reverse, we come back, and we're already kind of where we need to go to get to Drummond Island. So, yeah, I think that's how we're going to do it. I don't think I need to put any markers down to remind myself where to go. What I might do is I'll make the turn here, and then I'll stop, and then I'll bring the GMC over, and we'll just do that little bit of repair. So we don't need much, but fun as well, because it's the fuel tank that's broken, and I'm wondering if that makes our fuel consumption get worse. Potentially. But I think this truck's more than capable of doing the job. And the road, if I remember correctly, the roads on Drummond Island aren't that bad. Oh, I want you to grab that. There we go. Okay, we should be good now. The main concern is just fuel, but we'll have multiple opportunities to refuel here, so I'm not too worried about it. In theory, we might be able to do the last two quests here. And then there's literally just one quest on this. Well, I have stuff on Drummond Island to take care of. One of those things is just, honestly, a scout truck can do. Two of the things scout trucks can do, and I think there's one other mission where I need a crane. Very similar to what I just did. I don't think we're gonna... oh, I'm still in low range. Whoops. I don't think we're gonna rush to do it. job like that. You know what? I'm going to stop right here just so that the GMC truck can get to me easily. All right. I'm going to have to turn it around, but that's fine. Oop. So this is the first truck you get outside of the pickup truck. That is what you really start with, but this is the first truck you get to do jobs with. It has some limitations for sure, but you fortunately do start with a really good engine for it, so it's got decent power. And although it's rear wheel drive only, once you get capable tires on it, it can do some things, but at this point I'm mostly just using it as a logistics truck because it definitely has some limitations to it. So we'll repair the cat. Not a lot of repairs to do, but then refuel. We want the maintenance frame add-on, and then that. There we go. I'll just back this up a little bit. I should probably take it off the road, so not in the way, so we'll just stick it over here. Alright, that'll do. Okay, we're out of range to do the change truck thing, so we just switch back over to the cat. Alright, off we go. So I have that scout car on the path, so if I feel like I need fuel, I can get it from that. If not, that's fine. We can always have the scout car follow us if fuel becomes a problem later. I don't remember how much fuel is in the tank it has, but I'm sure it's plenty. Because I've only used it a couple times. I already forgot about the dips in the road, but we're fine. We don't have a load, so a lot easier. We'll have to see how the delivery on German Island does, but I just find it odd that German Island, this is literally the only main quest that you do there. I feel like that map is really lacking. The other three maps, this map, Smithville Dam, and your first map, can't remember exactly what that one's called. Yeah, we take a left here. The river one. They all have decent amount of content, but German Island really just doesn't have much. That's kind of a disappointing map to me. It's where you pick up the P16, if I remember correctly, though, so I guess it's got that going for it. Oh, I guess there's another trailer here. Although that one would have been a pain in the ass to get to, because it's facing the wrong direction. Oh, what did I just get? The trailer just yanked me back for some reason. I don't know why. No, just keep going. No damage done. This truck's fairly fuel efficient for the power it has, so... Alright. Yeah, we need to keep going. When I see the scout truck, that's when I know I need to turn. Because that's on the road. Alright. Yep, there it is. I don't think we need the fuel yet, so we'll hold off. Maybe we'll grab some on the way back. This map, outside of the fact that you get stuck in mud every so often, if you don't have good tires, you'll definitely get stuck. It's a pretty chill map. I think once you've progressed as far as I am in the game and you've done upgrades to your trucks, it's not too much of a problem. It's definitely a wall to you earlier on. Now we go left. Alright. So we'll turn around before we pick up the cargo. Again, our trailer got yanked on something, but then it immediately is fine. I don't know if that's a weird physics thing or if it's really getting stuck on something. I'm assuming once we get cargo, that won't happen. So we need drilling equipment. Okay. That might be the same thing we had before, but it might be something different. Either way, we should have the trailer to do the job. Because there's a thing you have to transport very early on that's like this giant drill, but I don't know exactly what it was called. Yeah, see, this is just what we were having to haul earlier. That is called drilling equipment. Alright, cool. Time is it? Alright, so it'll be evening soon. Alright. So make a right at the fork, then another right, and I think we just take the main road all the way to the tunnel, if I remember correctly. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Alright, I'm just gonna go straight here rather than follow the path. Alright. We're already taken the fork? Yeah, okay. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. Alright, now is probably a good time to get fuel. We might be okay without it because there is a fuel station on the other map. Well, better safe than sorry, though. Okay. Alright, so we need to switch it so that Scout fuel carrier is the thing, and then we do that. Okay. Alright, we've got a little ways to go, but let's flip on our lights now. It's not dark yet, but just have them on. Not sure if I want to do this delivery in the dark or not. It would be fine. We've got spotlights and stuff. Yeah, so our big trouble is going to be going uphill. This truck has plenty of power, so I'm hoping we'll be okay. But I know in Drummond Island there's lots of spots of mud. Ooh. A little bit of suspension damage and fuel tank damage. That scout car I have has repairs though, so... Hey Newton, thanks for the subscription. We're actually in Michigan right now. Uh-oh. I'm stuck on something. Not sure what. But that's fine. We'll just winch ourselves out of it. Damn tree. But Michigan, Ohio, same thing, right? I am curious where they're going to go with the any expansions, because I mean it's pretty made it clear. I think it'd be interesting to do like the rainforest or something. That's kind of a change of pace, and it would still be muddy and what have you, so they wouldn't have to change aspects of the game too much. A desert map would be cool, but that would require like sand and stuff, which would be something that I don't think they've done before. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where they go with it. It'd also be nice to have more snow, because it is called SnowRunner, and there's only one SnowRunner, snow location. Alright. An easy one would be probably Canada, because they could just use the same trucks they already have with maybe a little bit of additional stuff. Alright. Okay. Oh. Yeah, so this is where one of the objectives were, and I sent my pickup truck to do it, and I was about here and flipped. But that pickup truck has a tendency to flip, so not too surprising that it does that. All right, let's switch over to the mouse. So we need to go over this way. Go that way. It doesn't really matter at this point, but we'll go this way. I don't know how doable this track is with a big truck, but I know you can shortcut this way. And we come here, go across the bridge. Might as well stop off and get fuel while we're at it. And then after that, it's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. Well, you do have a fork you gotta take here. And then you go here to there. And at that point, I don't think there's really much choice. You just follow it until you're there. So, okay. So we have to figure out how to make that turn. Well, apparently there's only so far back I can go before I run into the tunnel. So, go ahead and put our all-wheel drive on. Range diff lock. Alright. Yeah, so this map has a lot of real bad muddy spots, so it might be slow going at times. But I'm not too worried about it. It'll just slow us down. I don't think there's too many spots to flip your truck, but we'll see. Alright, so this is the part I wasn't sure about. No, not yet. Yeah, more mud. We'll try and power through it, but yeah. No, that's not what I want to winch to. That's not what I want to winch to either. That's what I want to winch to. Not really a penalty, really. If I flip the truck, the trailer will flip too, which will more than likely dump the cargo. If I'm on my side, the engine will cut out, so I won't be able to use my winch. The engine has to be on for the winch. So pretty much what will have to happen is I'll have to send another truck to rescue this truck, and I'll have to send a truck with the crane if the cargo spills to lift the cargo. So it'll be a pain in my ass, but it's recoverable. Alright, we don't need to be in low range anymore. There is damage and stuff, but usually when you flip, you don't really take all that much damage. It's usually running into something hard that does damage to your truck in this game. Alright, yeah, let's just take our shortcut. I don't think it's going to be any problem, and I'd rather not go into that nonsense. Alright. Well, as I said, it's forgiving. This being a sequel, the first game, SnowRunner, I think was much more brutal with damage. I think. I've never played it, but from what I've seen of it. Okay, yeah, that turn gonna be a problem. Let's see what we can do. I don't have the reach on my winch. Okay, we were able to power through it. I just need to get the trailer on the actual road. There we go. Alright. Need to be careful on this bit. Yeah, there's no way I would have gotten that big long truck down this. So it was wise to take this one, I think. Alright. Let's see if we have the power. Yeah, we got it. This truck's really good. I think some of my other trucks would have definitely struggled with this bit. Alright, tight turn. Oh, sorry, sign. Alright, here's the fuel station. I don't think we need it, but again, better safe than sorry. Hey, RC. Oh, going the wrong way. No, I just misread that because I put the marker up further. That's sometimes why I put markers down. It's just sometimes at forks I get confused. But Alright, go around the rock. No, that's not what I want to attach to. Ah, come on. Oh, we're not in range of that, huh? Might be able to get away with it. It's just grabbing onto things that are just going to get pulled over, isn't it? There we go. A tree that doesn't instantly get pulled over. Now it's pulled over. We should be in range now. Not of that. Come on. There. Again, I don't have an extended winch on this thing, so... I don't have any personal experience with a Kimber. I've heard mixed things on them. Some people say they're the best thing on the planet. Then some people don't like them, so... I think that's typical of a premium brand, though. Kimber is considered to be kind of a premium brand, so some people, you know, think of it very highly because of that kind of premium appeal, and then some people, you know, typical. I think they are fine, you know. But again, no personal experience. I like 1911s though, so. Yeah, I think you probably have good luck with it. We can repair at the service trailer, but you have to hook up to it for it to work, which is kind of a pain in the ass, so I'd just rather not. We don't have that bad of damage. I personally don't remember what kind of things people said, why they didn't like it. Oh. You had to sell a bunch of stuff because of a move. Probably should have been in low range with that, but probably past that point, so I don't know why. Come on, come on. Well, I guess you eventually took care of it, so it's fine. That's a shame, though, because if I remember correctly, you had a really nice 22, didn't you? I forget what you had, honestly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, at least you kept that. Okay. Alright. We're pretty much there at this point. From here on out, I think the trip is pretty easy, if I remember correctly. This is a lot harder to do if you don't do the prep work ahead of time, though. There's a bunch of bridges you have to build. Like, this big bridge here is not normally here until you do a quest for it. And I don't think this quest is doable without the bridges. Maybe, but you'd have to go really far away, out of your way. Well, in the Michigan map, there's been a natural disaster, so you could make the assumption that everybody's evacuated. I don't know what their excuse is for the other locations in the game, but no, there's no other traffic in the game. Which I don't personally have a problem with, but... But that's a lot of what you're doing in the Michigan location, is repairing the damage from a real bad flood, and I think there was also a bad storm because there's a bunch of power lines out and stuff. More traffic in Mad Max, yeah. All right. Pretty much done with this one. Now all that prep work of building the bridges is finally paid off, and this location finally has purpose. Because there's nothing here. When I first explored this map, I was like, oh, that looks like it might be a garage, and I got really excited, and then it was nothing. I think it's supposed to be the port, but there's nothing here outside of dropping this quest off, and considering this is the second to last quest you do, I bet you that is something that you have to do. I wonder if I have the right connection to pick it up. Probably not. Well, there we have it. Alright, I just got a call from the port crew to say the crate arrived safely. Thanks for your help. Okay, let's turn off the engine.